Hello, welcome to Whiteboard Wednesday. We get a lot of people coming to us asking if we offer cheap book printing, saying that that's what they're looking for. They want cheap book printing, and can they get it with us? And the answer really is no, we don't offer cheap book printing. We do offer cost-effective book printing. We keep our prices low, but we don't sacrifice on quality and we don't sacrifice on customer service. Because when you opt for a cheap book printing company, that's often what you'll find. You'll find that you're sacrificing somewhere in order to get the prices as low as you can. And that might be okay with you, but in our experience, most people that come asking for cheap book printing, really they're asking for reasonable, they're asking for cost-effective book printing. And there's a number of ways that cheap book printing might mean you're sacrificing. You could be sacrificing on paper quality, maybe on customer service, maybe on the binding quality. The glue that we use is quite expensive, so a company might use cheaper glue or an alternative that results in a poor binding quality but a cheaper price. And they might outsource their print, which there's nothing wrong with that. Hundreds of companies do it. A lot of companies just print with someone just down the road or in a town next door because they don't have the infrastructure or the machinery or the staff to cope with all the print they're getting, so they have to outsource it to another company. Some companies outsource further afield in mainland Europe or even further. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. If you're happy with that, then in essence that's not an issue. The issue arises when companies use it as a means of getting their printing cheaper, because again then they might be sacrificing some of these things, but more often than not what it means is that you're going to be waiting a lot longer to actually get your books. The logistics involved in printing overseas can be quite complex, and we know of companies, or we've heard from people who have printed companies and said that it's taken 7, 8, 9 weeks to get their book printed. And again, you might not have an issue with that. Maybe you've got plenty of time, you're printing well in advance, but a lot of people we work with say that's too long. They want their books in 4 weeks or less, and so they're not willing to wait that long for their books, and it's a risk you're willing to take, or a risk you're going to have to take if you opt into print with a cheap book printing company. But again, I don't believe that's what people are looking for. When they come looking for cheap book printing, I think they're looking for cost-effective book printing. And so what does that mean? It means that the prices are low, but you're not sacrificing. You're not sacrificing quality, you're not sacrificing customer service, and you're not sacrificing anything involved with the print. So how do you find a cost-effective book printing company? It takes research. It takes quite a lot of research. But that's okay. We're living in a world with the world of the internet where research is a lot simpler now than it used to be. The first thing you need to do is to get some quotes. And I mean, I can think of 10 to 15 companies in the UK that have online price calculators. So just have a Google, put your requirements through the calculators, and find out the price points. At this point, you're probably going to be able to discard 50% of them immediately because they're far too expensive. And that's fine, that's okay, because prices are always a very important factor when it comes to printing. Secondly, get a sample pack. Most companies do it. 90% plus companies will offer a free sample pack. You can have an example of their printing in your hands, check the binding, check the paper, make sure that it's the quality you would expect for your book. And lastly, get some evidence. We have a Trustpilot account where our customers can go on and leave independent reviews of our quality and of our service. And it's so valuable for you as a potential book printer, because yeah, we can tell you that our quality is great, we can say our customer service team are fantastic, and they are, but it doesn't mean a lot coming from us. You need to get third-party reviews from review sites like Trustpilot, or go on a forum, put the question out there. There are lots of book printing or printing forums in the UK. Go on a few and ask, has anyone ever printed with this company? Has anyone ever printed a hardback book with Book Printing UK? How did it go? Have you ever printed paperback, a children's book with Book Printing UK? What was the quality like? What was the service like? And get opinions, get second opinions from other people, because you don't just want to accept a cheap book printing company. You really want a cost-effective book printers. They're going to guarantee quality and they're going to have the service to help you through the entire process of printing your book. Thank you for watching.